block. I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, cause every day niggas broke fucking ball.
Now the clip sounds horrible, and I could easily crucify Thug like the internet has been doing for weeks, but instead I want to teach y'all how a 2-hour interview can be wiped clean off the internet, then re-released in segments without context to sway the crowd.
I rock with 1090J the long way, but I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. I don't really care.
For those
like, see, y'all got this new. It's like every few months y'all come up with some new rules and new codes and shit. No, let's stick to the original code that y'all told me what street niggas supposed to follow. Y'all told me that if you go in there, let's pull up what Dirk said. Y'all want to do your homework? Do your homework on what Dirk said in the academics interview. He said if you go in there and say anything, talk to him, confirm a story, let him know this, give a person name, you told, bro. The only thing you supposed to go into an interrogation room and say is lawyer. If you a street nigga, you a gangster, right? You a street nigga, right? Go in there motherfucker and say lawyer. Oh, let the police do their job. Let the police. The reason Young Thug got scrutinized is because he was over pushing his snitch jacket. He tweeting about Gunna, he tweeting about this man, he tweeting about that man. And you would think that a nigga that's going this hard for snitches ain't never said nothing to nobody. Ain't never said nothing to no police. Just for it to come out. I don't give a fuck what the context was, bro. You talking to the police. You talking about people's name. You talking about crimes, bro. That's snitching. What the fuck? I'm gonna say he ain't snitch, he told? Like, come on, bro.
It's too stupid to understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna show you how this interview came out a year ago, and nobody had the same energy. Back in 2023, an Atlanta-based hip-hop blog DM'd me on Instagram, attempting to sell me the untagged audio from the interrogation. It had already been posted to YouTube, and to this day sits at only 13 and 16,000 views for parts 1 and 2.
That's crazy.
The blogger would even give his own opinion, stating Thug ain't a rat. He thought befriending 12 would help, and courts are using it to hurt him.
So, see, if we gonna excuse it, we gotta excuse it for everybody. You cannot pick and choose, bro. You can't say Thug is not a rat. He thought he was befriending 12 would help, and then say Gunna is a rat. But when he say, oh, the lawyer tricked me, I ain't know that I was gonna have to say that, but it was too late by the time I already signed it. Oh, you bogus. No, nigga. Ain't no passes.
Now, even with low views, the interrogation would still get reactions from Whack 100 and even DJ Academics. And this is where it gets interesting, because Whack 100 defended Thug.
Because he never gave him any information. He never told them.
See?
They said, well, what's blood? What's slime? Oh, like a kid, you play with slime. What's blood? Oh, that's just entertainment. He never said, this dude was this dude was that, this was this. He never said any of that. So I believe that.
What he did, let's state the facts. What he did say was Roscoe sold drugs. So why ain't nobody talking about simply that point? He said, me and Roscoe used to sell drugs to Lil Wayne. My guy, that's snitching. You just admitted that you and another person do something illegal. What the fuck? To the police.
Thug.
Am I tripping?
Was curving him. That's what I believe. Because he never gave him no information. Not supposed to say nothing. Like,
they asked him, yo, you heard about what happened in
Roscoe,
Cobb?
did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. Cobb. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me.
Academics would react live for an hour and a half, and it would seem the more he listened, he would start to resonate with Thug and see what the police were attempting to do.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to stop pausing. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Thug snitched. I don't think Gunna snitched either. But what I think is y'all need to stop trying to... You can't pick and choose, bro. You can't pick or choose, bro. You can't say Gunna snitched and it was an excuse But then when Gunna snitched and he bogus, I can't never kick it with him again. But then when Thug do it, everybody want to excuse it. Oh yeah, he was curving them. But then when Woody do it, he was a snitch. But then when Yak Gotti do it, he was a snitch. But when Thug do it, it's all cool. That don't work like that. Life don't go like that.
He does a bird. What's that bird noise for Birdman?
How you know it?
Cause I got your CD. See, I got your CD. Well, I wouldn't call it CD because that's old school. I got iTunes. It's on iTunes.
Yeah, you know what CD is, right?
It costs them.
You know what CD?
Bro, they're clearly playing the game with him. I think he's trying to play the game they're playing with him, but they're trying to slowly get to the point of why they want to question him. Now, here's the thing. You know what Thug fans are gonna say? He's capping. He's spinning the detective trying to get info out of them. But he just admitted Bird, like, he basically saying Bird ain't shit. But here's the thing. He probably is playing them because he's acting like he's not cool with Birdman. Who did Birdman allegedly get to line that up? Him. So he is cool with Birdman. So I think he's trying to play them. Here we go.
Entertainment, man.
Y'all say it on the songs?
They got a picture of Birdman on the internet. Hell, that ain't got on he'll crip and blood. They were like, oh my God.
Nah, he's trying to spin him. He's trying to spin him.
You can talk to us, you can not talk to us. It's totally up to you. But we would like to talk to you just so you can help sort some stuff out.
You see, this is why I want us people of color to be savvy with the law, man. Cause if I'm Young Thug, I say to him, I talk to you, but I ain't listen, I've talked to
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
If we don't read the Miranda rights, you know what I mean? You can't use nothing when I'm talking about. You know the cops gonna be like, no, we gotta do, all right, never mind, we good. I'm gonna just use my right to remain silent. And since you already told me you have no charges against me and you're not investigating me for that, I have nothing to do with that. So, okay, I don't have nothing to say.
AK would pause the video to speak, stating after an hour and 45 minutes, he doesn't think there's any snitching going on. Just Thug talking too much as he attempts to play.
Thug talking too much, but he ain't snitching though. Let's do something real quick, bro. What is the definition of a snitch? What does being a snitch mean? A snitch is an informal and often insulting term for a person who informs on others to an authority figure, such as a teacher, a parent, or a police officer. This act of revealing someone's secrets or wrongdoing is called snitching. In some contexts, such as prison or gang setting, it specifically refers to someone informing on criminal activities to the authorities.
Dumb to the police. But then Roscoe gets brought up.
I'm gonna be honest, so far, and I mean, there's like 14 minutes left. I don't think there's no snitching by Thug. Like, he's talking too much, but it looked like he's talking to try to act like he's just an artist and like he's never gangbanging and all these things. He's trying to throw them off. Obviously, he's not throwing them off because they know a little bit more, but they're gonna try to play the song and dance. And I don't think he snitched on nobody. I mean, did he throw Birdman under the bus a couple times? Yeah, and by the way, that's how he should do it.
He didn't snitch. He threw him under the bus. Like,
you ask me, because at that time they were trying to say that he and Birdman planned that bus shooting. So if he's like, man, I don't really even fuck with Birdman like that, that probably makes a little bit more sense. You know?
Oh Jesus!
This nigga fucking, they done shot at this nigga too, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna, I ain't finna. What the fuck is this, man?
That's mayonnaise. Oh, mayonnaise.
Probably mustard smell like honey.
Oh, I mean mustard. That's what I'm.
Yo, Thug, tread lightly. Tread lightly.
But just knowing Roscoe, man, that man was fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, cause every day nigga grow fucking bald. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Then when that nigga Tuba got shot at, I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yo, Thug's a grimy nigga. His way of like talking about shit, he called everybody a bum. Oh yeah, that nigga Birdman, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. Like he throwing everybody under the bus, but he not really throwing them under the bus. He's just trying to say, well, y'all say he shoot at some shit. That nigga's a scrub.
About 10 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie, Young Thug's a troll. The last thing before I get
So even with Thug speaking on Roscoe, Slime, and everything else, AK was able to summarize it as Thug was trolling the police. A snitch narrative never came about, and even AK's comment section would praise Thug for trolling the police, not falling for their finesse, and telling them nothing but talking for hours. There was no blasting Thug as a snitch by the blogs. I never even made a video on it because nothing was there, and things would go silent for the next year, 9 months, and 6 days. So
Damn, he
what
got the
brought it
exact
all back?
motherfucker.
The blogger who originally obtained the interrogation would state Seti Nash paid him $500 to take the Young Thug video down so he could re-release it on his channel.
Smart.
Seti's ties to a specific YSL member would make things even more interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because I saved a lot of them old videos like when it first came out. So we know what everybody's opinion was. You know, the academics, WAC 100, just the main people in media. It's crazy how just a little bit of money and just this little campaign could just change so many sheep minds, you know. You know, on August 12th, man, I got paid by Seti Nash.
Damn,
And
he
the only reason
dropping
I'm
dates.
kind of outing him is because he tried to rewrite the narrative with my logo still on there. So people were hitting me up like, what's going on? But like he paid me, he said, just take down the video because I want to re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something. So I took the little money, I put it on private, and like 5 days later, boom, it's everywhere. Trap Lord Ross, he running 4 or 5 different videos, academics, they all with this new narrative, Young Thug is a rat. Young Thug is a rat. It's crazy. So yeah, people start hitting me up. Cause again, like I said, they just released it with my logo and artwork on there. So people like, well now, how did it just resurface? You know, somebody from Thug Team hit me and I'm like, all I know is I got paid to take my video down. I send a screenshot. They see it's Seti Nash and Dora reach out to Seti Nash, start going off on him. And that's why Seti Nash started with that burn it down bullshit all on his page, like he lashing out at Thug Team. Cause I guess they kind of hollering at him behind the scenes. You know, I didn't want to out him, but y'all outed me. Y'all paid me to take it down, put it out with my logo, and now he's a rat. Like, and I did some digging, and I found out that Angel the publicist, that's Seti Nash's publicist, that's Woody's publicist, that's Charleston White's publicist. So they all been going hard. Like Charleston White did the Say Cheese interview. Woody, he started a podcast. Seti Nash going hard. Like, this is an organized campaign from right over there. Seti Nash started the payment. He sent the payment, but they all, that's where it's coming from. I don't know how the jail calls are happening, and I haven't tied it back to Gunna, but it's crazy how they started this shit. It's literally coming down to bullying. They feel like Thug been bullying. So between Woody, who been bullied for ratting, Seti Nash been bullied.
See, you see how it ain't. When Woody did it, he ain't spinning nobody. When Woody do it, he ain't spinning nobody. When Thug do it, he spinning motherfuckers. He ain't snitching. We can't do that, bro.
Ratting. Charleston White been bullied for ratting. Angel the publicist worked with all them. They feel like, oh, we finna clip this up and do Young Thug bad. That's really what's going on right now. And it's crazy because people been calling a Whack 100, Rat 100. You know, Trap Lord Ross get accused of ratting. Everybody who been loud about this shit, Rollo, 6ix9ine. This is people who been bullied. That's what's going on, bro.
Now, Angel the publicist does in fact follow and is followed by Seti Nash. And in her bio, it would state she's management for Woody, who's posted all over her page. In an older post, she'd even wish a happy birthday to her best friend, mentor, and #1 client, none other than Charleston White. So the blogger's theory of a smear campaign seems to be aligning, as Charleston is locked in with Sean Cotton, the owner of Say Cheese, and Seti is locked in with No Jumper. So it wouldn't be hard for Seti and his alleged team to clip up Thug's interview, fire it off to all the blogs, who then repost the same shit on the same day, as everyone starts firing at Young Thug simultaneously. Thug would respond through Twitter saying, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother."
They didn't play Young Thug's until they didn't play Young Thug's plea deal in your trial either. Or nobody else's trial. You ain't giving him no pass for that. That's all I'm saying.
Pee Wee Roscoe would then go live addressing the allegations, taking the Thug's defense, but he'd also stop pointing the finger, calling Rollo a rat and other members of YSL.
What way to break it down? The best way. Hey man, a snitch is someone that comply with the government, just bargaining for their freedom when they have done something illegal. A statement, a rat, a snitching, it's nothing selective about that. You feel me? If I go to jail right now and I got a co-defendant and they charge both of us with murder.
You don't have to have a co-defendant to be a snitch. That's not what y'all told me. If I seen somebody kill somebody and I was on the news telling the police on video what I seen and who did it, y'all would call me a quote-unquote snitch. So now y'all see how y'all keep changing it? First is if you say anything to the police. Then is, oh, I was spinning the police, so I'm not snitching. Then is if I got a co-defendant. Then is, it's always different, bro.
They charge me with murder, but they don't charge him. How can, there's no way that can, it don't make sense.
See? What the fuck? So now you can't snitch on somebody unless y'all both charged with murder. You see how they keep changing it?
So I'm just trying to break it down in today's society, what a rat is, what snitching is. No selective politicking, man. Jeff, clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go on interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's when a piece of paper stating Thug gave information on a murder came to light.
Now this is what Lil Durk said. Now Lil Durk is Young Thug homie. Listen. This academic interview.
It's like he spun like, you know what I mean? He basically give a little fictional story. Don't say nothing. Like, don't say nothing. Like, this just advice. If you ever get jammed up, this you do. What happened? Call my lawyer. That's it. I'm not finna tell you this is how it happened. It was me and him in the car. It ain't mine. All that goofy shit. That's snitching. That's dry snitching. That's snitching. That's what I'm gonna say. But everybody don't live by them type of morals, so it don't matter. So me arguing I'm talking about just in general. Me arguing with a motherfucker who don't care about that type of shit. Let me ask you, but get nuanced though.
Now that's what Lil Durk said. So.
But even this is old. I covered this 2 years ago, and his lawyer got it thrown out for being inaccurate. Reintroducing it 2 years later was calculated fuel to the fire of the smear campaign that was lit. Rollo would respond back to Roscoe and start firing at Young Thug through social media, and Thug would respond back saying, "Stop trying to make me one of these boys. Death before dishonor this way, kids." He'd even address the paper saying the motion got filed because the detective lied, which is what I said a year ago. But this was the most vocal Thug's ever been in his career, and the fact that he was responding to everything to defend himself gave the internet what they wanted. The internet had Thug panicking, and as we all know, the internet is undefeated. If you don't address a lie, it becomes the truth in the eyes of the people. And if you do, you're viewed as guilty for defending yourself. So you're damned if you do,
right?
Damned
That's
if
true.
you don't.
Right.
That's when 6ix9ine entered the chat.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time a nigga come out, y'all move the goalposts further, further, further.
I agree with that. What it said at the top, why you didn't call Brian Steele? Hey, Brian, they want me to talk to the interrogation, man. I ain't no rat, man. I ain't talking to the ass about nothing, man. Come to me. You feel me? Come to the interrogation room. I'm finna be quiet. Tell them what you need to tell them. We finna handle it like this. Here go all the paperwork. I thought that's what real gangsters do. Now, if Young Thug was a civilian, this might be completely different. If he went in there and said whatever, cool. But Young Thug is a real gangster. He claims to be a gangster, street nigga, killer, robber, shooter. You shouldn't involuntarily, you're not even supposed to, nigga, you shouldn't involuntarily be in no interrogation room. I don't give no fuck what you talking about or what you call it, spinning, spicking, whatever you want to call it, folks.
Further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon, like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the fuck the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me beating a horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hit everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage's Future? Why you not saying nothing?
6ix9ine would take to his Instagram story calling out Atlanta rappers for being so quiet. But instead of responding directly like Thug did to Rollo, Thug would take to Instagram saying he's going to let the music talk, which didn't go well in the comment section.
What?
Now this is where things heated up. Jail calls started getting released, and one of the first to come out was Thug calling QCP a rat and calling out Lil Baby for still working with him.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was Wham, that what you ever get too, rocking with the motherfucking rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Nigga a rat, bro. I understand all that. A nigga help put you on. Listen,
like,
man.
what the, like, that shit is gay. That's gay, gang. So I can't do business with a motherfucker because he might have snitched on somebody else? He ain't snitch on me. He ain't snitch on nobody I know. And if he did snitch, oh the fuck well, bro. This is some of the most gayest shit I ever seen in my life, bro.
That nigga is a rat. I don't give a fuck what happened. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody sent the chain gang. Imagine telling on the nigga and the nigga still beat the Kato.
Now QCP is one of the founders and CEO of Quality Control.
He got a big ass nose.
QC would sign Lil Baby, and P was instrumental in pushing his career into what it became. In 2023, paperwork would emerge claiming QCP was a rat, and I'd find not 1 but 2 signed statements from P himself. P would tell police he confronted a man in the mall who shot him and killed his friend. The man would retreat to his vehicle to grab a gun and threaten to kill P. P would sign both statements stating he was in fear for his life. Now P's only rebuttal to snitching was that he wasn't a street dude. And before the man P snitched on could be found.
So all he said, see how y'all keep changing it? See how y'all keep changing it?
Statement stating he was in fear for his life. Now P's only rebuttal to snitching was that he wasn't a street dude.
Yeah.
And before the
let me see, when was this? 2010.
P would sign both statements stating he was in fear for his life. Now P's only rebuttal to snitching was that he wasn't a street dude. And before the man P snitched on could be found guilty, he was murdered in the streets. QCP would respond back to Young Thug stating, imagine some broke ass rats like Young Thug and Pee Wee Ratsko trying to run a rat narrative on me. And all my homies that I love running these hoe ass dudes knowing these dudes talk about me. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not no street dude. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family.
Damn right.
All the street dudes is broke, dead, and in jail.
Damn right.
Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit?
I don't know.
Streets been dead. Y'all dudes gave the city a bad name. Rollo would jump back in the mix with a strong statement defending P by saying, you gonna have to forgive him or you gonna have to eat that shit because I ain't going against him. Rollo would make it clear he wasn't going against P, and he isn't the only one, as Wack 100 would stop firing at Thug and would later admit it was only because of his relationship with QCP.
Is Young Thug still a blood, or is he just a rat now from your perspective?
I mean, he's a rat out of, you know.
So that's official. There's no way around it.
No way around that. When he sent Roscoe out there to attack people, attack P, at that point, it was all bets off. I told him on Academics Live that night, I said, it's on now. I said, since you speaking for Thug, I said, start tomorrow, now you gonna get the whack shit. Act, me, you, we going live. I'm gonna bring my team on. I brought Flacco on. Seti Nash just came in as an exposure just right now for us doing this play we running. And Seti released them clips. Yo, I need 6ix9ine to go IG live after this live we running up here. Let that hit the internet. You go on 6ix9ine. Your job is to show people that you and Thug are the same.
Keep in mind, Wack didn't have this energy a year ago. He's solely going at Young Thug on QCP's behalf. But that's to be expected, knowing that QCP is worth hundreds of millions, and not too many people are willing to cut you off, especially when you make them money. But for these so-called street rappers, if everyone in the culture gets held to the same standard, then QCP definitely snitched. But if QCP was a white record label CEO, nobody would give a fuck. And it's the sad truth.
Exactly.
Another jail call would have Thug and 21 Savage discussing Gunna. Thug was talking about when him and Gunna were pulled over with shit in the car, and Gunna said it wasn't his to the police. But 21 would actually take Gunna's side. Savage would even tell Thug that Thug was holding Gunna's career in his hands, but Thug decided to leave him where he's at because Lil Baby, Durk, and Future already cut him off. The decision was probably one of the worst made by Thug, as Gunna's career never ended.
Right.
Man, you on Jeffrey Williams in the car. It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He supposed to say that though, bro.
100%, but you.
That's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on. The other shit.
See how I keep changing? Durk said, if you say it ain't mine, you snitch. Don't that sound fucking stupid? What the fuck I'm supposed to say? It's not. What I'm supposed to say?
That wrong with that. Like, nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge shit.
Yeah.
Cause I don't, in my heart, bro, I don't feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like he just green. That's just my opinion.
I just look at it. Goddamn, sure was thinking about that one day. Like, man, I'm just gonna goddamn. I ain't finna say nothing about this shit. I'm just woo. I might just be like, man, them folks did what they had to do. I don't feel like that was wrong. I swear to God, I was thinking about doing that before, but I'm like, shit, what the hell that's gonna change? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career.
You got to.
That's where they was delusional at. When you really thought you was goddamn Jesus himself, and you just controlled, like, nigga, that's not how this works, bro. You don't get to come out and say he snitched on me and now the whole world don't listen to his music no more. I don't know who you thought you was, twin. That ain't how it worked though, bro. Especially because 99% of these people that's listening to y'all music is not in the streets. Only y'all weird ass care about this type of shit, gang. Y'all and street niggas, and I used to be around them so much. Shit, honestly, it was a point in time where people considered me a street nigga in high school, even though I never considered myself one, but people considered me to be, in the streets, quote unquote. Y'all don't understand how lame y'all sound to 99.9% of people. Y'all is the only niggas who won't sign to a label because the label exec might have snitched in a case before. Y'all are the only dumbass people that ask them dumbass questions, bro. I don't give if you going to a job interview at Wendy's or you want to be a CEO at Microsoft, you finna get $100 million a year. Or you going to be in the NBA and you finna make $50 million a season. You can go from high to low. Nobody is about to ask you if you snitched on a motherfucker before they give you a job or before they do business with you. Nobody do that. Y'all be taking all of this shit from when we was broke, selling drugs and shit, and y'all take all them morals into the rap game. Hey, bro, y'all is millionaires now. Y'all not supposed to still be going by this street code. That's not what's supposed to be going on, bro. Because y'all got millions on millions of dollars now. So y'all don't have to, y'all is at a different point in y'all life. Y'all don't live in the hood no more. Y'all not selling drugs no more. Y'all not killing people no more. And if you is, you dumb as hell.
Hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world.
We already heard that shit, though.
Instagram profile photo. Thug would claim bashing him would only fuck the rap game up even more. And 6ix9ine would shoot back saying, this Batiman talking about bashing him gonna fuck the rap game up. You the reason the rap game fucked up. 85% of y'all be undercover ratting. We holding your fruity ass accountable for the street code you always wanted to uphold.
Well, where the street code at for street niggas can't wear dresses and call they homies bae and make kissy faces online? Ain't nobody talking about no street code with that. You see what I'm saying, though?
Accountable for the street code you always wanted to uphold. Now, a song would allegedly leak of Thug dissing Gunna and Yak Gotti, calling them both rats. And it's alleged the song leaked because Thug isn't actually allowed to make disses as part of his probation.
Hey, yeah, Gunna wreck, Yak wreck, Slugger wreck, Wooded wreck. Fuck that nigga Obama, he still mad about baby mama.
Gotta be honest with y'all. I thought Thug career was about to be clipped because they were gonna turn him into a gospel artist because they say he can't rap about violence and he can't rap about gang stuff, but he finally figured out a way. And I think y'all got him to the point where he's crashing out, where he's like, fuck it, I don't give a damn if I violate my probation. So he's making probation violation music, and I like that shit.
Back to back, like it's federal, nigga. Please don't hit the mailbox, it's federal, nigga.
I like that type of shit. Now, he did it in a very clever way. So they're acting like it's a leak. In reality, I think he sent it to a blogger, and the blogger acted like, oh, Young Thug's manager got hacked, and oh, here's the music video that he didn't want out, and oh, it's out. Ooh, okay, cool. Hopefully works in court, because definitely Fonnie Willis is about to bring this shit to court. They're going to have a hearing for this, 100%. So hopefully works there, but at least...
That's another thing I think stupid as hell. If I just get out of jail for beating a fucking Rico, or I could have went to jail for the rest of my life, I could have got life in prison, bro. Prison. State prison. First thing I do when I come home is talk about who snitching and who ratting. I would have came home as Martin Luther fucking King, bro. I'm like, y'all don't learn y'all lesson, bro. Niggas don't learn their lesson, bro. If you came out of jail, you was in jail 23-1 for 3 years straight. I think it was 3, might have been 4 years straight. The first thing you do when you get out of jail is call niggas rats. Who snitching on a motherfucker? That'll be the last thing on my mind, twin. I ain't gonna lie. Let me get some bread. I'm finna go to church, nigga. Y'all is crazy as hell,
At least
bro.
we get Thug back on some shit, man. Wiping his nose, putting his thumbs down, doing all type of dumb shit. I like this type of stuff. Look like he ready to crash out. Shit. I'm surprised he ain't pull out a, what he say, he put the brack in his bracket. Like, I'm surprised he ain't pull out a pistol or something like that. I like Young Thug crashing out. So good job, whoever called him a rat.
Of course you do. Because at the end of the day, the more he crash out, the more money you make. Me too. But I ain't going to support no nigga crashing out, though. I'm going to tell a nigga like, boy, your ass is tripping, gang.
I got Young Thug ready to go back to jail over his damn reputation.
With more and more jail calls leaking, Thug had dissed Glorilla, Drake, Future, Dirk. It would seem he'd gossiped about the whole damn industry at this point, and truth be told, if you've ever been in jail,
that's what everybody do, though.
He was in confinement, only let out of his cell for a limited time to be on the phone, and didn't have shit else to talk about but the latest gossip.
Right.
This was regular jail shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that it all got released,
it just looked bad.
Tactically released following his interrogation, those pulling the strings were succeeding in swaying not only the internet, but the industry against Young Thug. Thug would go on to do an interview, which would later turn to memes. In the hopes of clearing everything up, it would seem he was left defeated, posting an apology, and saying he's moving on with his life. At this point, he'd accepted defeat, understanding nothing he can say is going to change anyone's opinion, and he was going to move on. But he was wrong. Thug would bring up points in his interview that many laughed at and looked at as excuses, but you might view it differently if we reevaluate it and look back. Now, by far, the worst accusation is Young Thug snitching on Pee Wee Roscoe. And he told investigators, I heard Roscoe did it. And that sounds horrible without context. And that's why I'm here to lay it all out. Pee Wee Roscoe was arrested in May of 2015.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I don't give no fuck about no context, bro. Like, you a street nigga. You went into an interrogation room and said, I heard he did it. Maybe they didn't. Everything can and will be used against you. Maybe they didn't use it in court, but they could have. They could have. You gave them that ammo at the end of the day. So I don't give no fuck what they talking about.
After the shooting, with TMZ reporting the news. Young Thug would be arrested 2 months later in July, also reported by TMZ.
That nigga is ugly.
While going to court, Thug would be pulled in for the interrogation and asked about Pee Wee. By now, 2 months had passed since Pee Wee's arrest. TMZ, the news, and all of social media had already reported on him being the shooter that shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. So when Thug said he heard Roscoe did it, he's not talking about what he heard on the street. He's talking about what was already reported by TMZ, the news, and every single blogger.
Oh, you heard about what happened in
Roscoe, did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me. He said Roscoe and Wayne were great friends.
And if that wasn't enough, they tried to say Thug snitched by saying Pee Wee sold drugs to Wayne, which would mean Pee Wee is a drug dealer.
These niggas damn near like brothers more than Birdman Wayne.
They doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
than... This nigga used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust him.
Thug telling investigators Roscoe sold Wayne drugs was him establishing a friendship between Wayne and Roscoe.
Do you see how? No, man. Come on, bro. No, y'all did not just try to... Did that nigga just say he snitched on him? But no, bro, no. No. Let me tell you why that's snitching, because if the police wanted to, they could have used that as evidence to lock it. Maybe they couldn't prove the murder, but they could have used that as evidence. You know what they couldn't have used as evidence? You shutting the fuck up. So I see this is why motherfucker be calling it selective. This is why they be calling it selective. This is why, bro. This nigga is only saying that Thug didn't snitch on him for a lot of reasons. We already know that he still live with they saying he still live with a Young Thug condo. He ain't got no money. He's a Igga-boo. All he is an Igga-boo who went to jail. That nigga ain't got nothing, no motion, nothing going on, bro. So it's very possible that he need Young Thug for something. So of course he ain't gonna say it. But let that motherfucker would have got locked up for selling drugs. Let that motherfucker would have let him would have got locked up for selling drugs. You don't get to say a nigga didn't snitch. Yeah, this is what y'all told me the rules was, bro. This is why niggas be confused. We don't know what to think, what to believe, what to listen to no more. Because now y'all telling me that he snitched, but he only snitched to establish a relationship to get him off for the shooting.
Was him establishing a friendship between Wayne and Roscoe. Because if he sold him drugs, they were obviously cool.
If he sold him drugs, that is illegal. What the fuck? You acting like he brung him some aspirin.
So why would Roscoe shoot up the bus? And Thug would triple down by essentially violating Roscoe in so many words and labeling him as soft to investigators, telling them he's the type to get slapped and do nothing.
Roscoe, like, he really like a cool, Roscoe the kind of guy you can goddamn like slap and he'll like cry. So I really was like,
Again, he's attempting to make Roscoe seem harmless. So when Thug says he was trying to help his friend out of the situation, I believe him because his words add up. But to me, the craziest part of the interrogation is when he told the female officer he makes promises.
Swims, you did.
Whatever.
You were wonderful today.
This.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your number?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
I don't have your number.
Whatever.
Well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
The female investigator would say she doesn't have his number, the male investigator would ask for it, and the audio would go mute as Thug gave his number. In Thug's interview, he explained he was just flirting with the female investigator, but this was the same vibe academics picked up on over a year ago, that she was the one flirting with him, making herself seem like a fan. In the beginning of the interrogation, she'd even tell Thug to tell the other investigator what her nickname is.
What's going on, man? How you doing? My name's David Racy.
You know me. I spent all day with you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tell them what my nickname is.
Hip-hop lives in ATL.
Sexy teeth? You do got nice teeth. You do got nice. And you feel more comfortable talking with her?
He's been so good
Okay.
today. He really has. You have been a perfect gentleman. What you have?
How many you say that?
Yo, these fucking cops, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, again, Young Thug might be guilty. I ain't here to tell you if he's guilty or not. But I hope y'all, you know, if you young in here and you watching this, and I know if you're an older person, you're a little more seasoned. You know, they're playing good cop, bad cop. This shit is disgusting. You got the female cop acting like she flirting with him. Hey, how you sing that part? Oh, that's my thing. Acting like she's a fucking groupie. Well, she's not no groupie, nigga. She's here to do a job. She's trying to get this nigga to confess to some shit. Facts. But of course, you're
Ain't
gonna
nobody
play
arguing
bad
with
cop.
that,
Now
though,
you
bro.
hear this
What the
fucking
fuck?
asshole talking.
There's no point in talking about this. We know the police are trying to get him. Like, it's no point of arguing that. We know that the police are trying to get him to snitch on himself. So I don't understand why that's even a point. Like, that ain't really showing me shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get back to the part we was just at. I don't know what the fuck going on. Hold on.
Block. I don't want to like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe didn't do that. And knowing
It's about you.
Now, was Thug actually trying to smash? Was he trying to keep a line of contact so he can get a heads up as to what's being investigated? Nobody knows. But I do know this. Young Thug did not snitch. He told the police way too goddamn much. And what I mean is, this entire conversation shouldn't have even happened. And because Young Thug is who he is, The entire conversation is being used against him, even though he didn't snitch on anyone, but because of the fact that it even happened, and that's what the street code is. Don't say shit. But as we've all seen, rappers, gangsters, inmates, and convicts have all said more than what the internet can forgive them for. Because it's the internet.
Bro,
and
he really just said it, bro. And is he dead ass serious right now?
Every place where people can be whoever they portray and type behind fake pages to escape their reality. That's why the internet remains undefeated. But back to the conspiracy. Again, it appears this was all a calculated hit, conspired by none other than the YouTuber Seti Nash, who paid $500 to have the original interrogation video wiped from YouTube.
You probably pay half.
Now, Trap Lord Ross reacted to the interrogation, started firing off videos, and Ross being a good friend of mine, I decided to reach out and ask him what caught his attention.
Oh man, I hate when my camera do this weird ass shit.
About this old interrogation. Ross would give me permission to share our conversation publicly, and come to find out, Seti Nash sent the video to him. Ross would study the tapes, drop his reaction, and the next day, Academics and Whack 100 were firing off videos. Even Ross would state he felt like Seti knew more than he was letting on, and Ross heard how Seti wanted this chain reaction to happen, but didn't want to be the one responsible for it. Which makes sense, because instead of uploading the entire interrogation on his own channel, it was uploaded to the Academy, a channel run by DJ Academics. Ak would then go on to react to multiple videos, but with a new take on things, as the entire internet at this point was shitting on Doug. So not only did Seti obtain the full interrogation, he used Trap Lord Ross as a pawn, knowing his reaction would gain enough momentum that the blogs would pick up on it. Sending the interrogation to Academics would give Ak an upper hand in reporting, and Seti's hands would be clean, as all he had to do was watch everything play out.
Right.
The fact that Seti didn't even post it on his own channel makes it seem even more personal, because he didn't want the revenue from the content, he wanted Thug's reputation. Like I said, Young Thug didn't snitch, he just told the police too much when he should have and could have said less. He gave the internet the ammo to be used
that's not
against
snitching?
him, and while Gunna
Telling the police too much. You a street nigga. You a gangbanger. You you slime. You slat. You a blood. You a street nigga, bro. You sent niggas to shoot at somebody mommy. Yeah, and said it in the song. So talking too much is not snitching no more.
may have a snitch title,
I gotta
he
stop
also
this
has a shitload of fans, as does Woody and Charleston White. And with that, just like they say in your Miranda, anything you say can and will be used against you. Now, I had to take my time with putting the information together for this video. I wanted everything to play out with the thug shit, whatever else was gonna drop. I wanted to get it all.
Right.
And then I wanted to more or less investigate how everything started. What is the reason the narrative changed? Why is something that was released back then being reshot out? And to hear Seti Nash went as far as paying the original poster to take it down, sending the video to Ross, sending it to the blogs, letting everyone fire off while he sat back and watched everything play out. Hearing his connection to Woody, Charleston White, it's crazy. I feel like I just built the YouTube fucking Rico case. You know what I mean? I don't know all the details behind why Seti orchestrated everything how he did. I reached out to him because I fuck with Seti Nash. I don't got nothing against him. You know, everyone's doing their job, right?
Right.
You want to go at somebody, that's on him. If I figure out all the shit behind it, I'm still gonna speak on it. I don't hold anything against Ak. Ak is speaking on the situation. Me and him have different viewpoints on different rappers. You know what I mean? I fuck with Ross heavy. I don't give a fuck that he's going against Thug. But in my opinion,
you talking about Trap Lord?
I don't think Thug snitched. I don't think anything he said hurt anybody. Trap Lord Ross made a good point though.
So did Gunna? Did Woody snitch? That's all. If Young Thug didn't snitch, I'm cool with that. But that mean Woody didn't snitch, and that mean Gunna didn't snitch. If Gunna and Woody snitched, so did Thug. You're not about to tell me that motherfuckers did. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
The things that he did say were never used because Pee Wee Roscoe didn't go to trial.
The things Gunna said wasn't used either. The things Woody said, from my knowledge, wasn't used either. Still call him a snitch. The shit y'all said Yak Gotti snitched on Duke. Duke can't go to trial. So if I go into the interrogation room and I say, I seen Young Thug kill him, officer. Young Thug shot him. Young Thug don't go to trial. You take a plea deal. Am I not a snitch now? That don't take away from me. And then this shit is crazy.
And had he gone to trial instead of taking a plea, it could have been used against him. That's from Ross himself.
Exactly. Did you hear what he just said?
Because Pee Wee Roscoe didn't go to trial. And had he gone to trial instead of taking a plea,
if Pee Wee Roscoe went to trial, they would have 100% called Young Thug to the stand. This is the same shit with Gunna, except Gunna ain't got no 2-hour interrogation video. Gunna just got yes ma'am. 2 words, like, in a plea deal.
it could have been used against him. That's from Ross himself.
And that's all. The only reason I take the stance that I take is because niggas was coming at Gunna like he's the worst human being ever in history, bro. And that's simply, but then y'all give niggas passes. So if that's the case, Gunna didn't snitch. He just said too much. He just said yes ma'am to the wrong thing, but he didn't snitch though.
Everybody can appreciate the time that I took to put this investigation together and essentially release this YouTube RICO charging Seti Nash with the conspiracy to take down Young Thug. And I mean, I gotta admit, bro, he literally, if this is what he wanted to do, he fucking did it. He did it, right? He took some old shit where nobody said he was a rat, remixed it, threw it out in a strategic manner, sprinkled in some fucking phone calls if he was behind that too, and got everybody to turn against him, which is crazy. And I don't really give a fuck about the type of blowback I get for this, but in my opinion, I don't think Thug snitched on any fucking body. Matter of fact, I can name countless rappers that said way worse shit, and they got a pass, and everybody forgot about it a month later.
Name
you know, so I don't think Thug saying any of the shit that he said was snitching. I think he told the police too much because he had an 2-hour long
He told the police too much, but he didn't snitch. What the fuck?
Conversation with them.
What is we talking about? What the comments
You know
say,
what I
bro?
mean?
Exactly. Street code so dead it's not even funny. Back in the day, you said anything, whether you was cooperating or verifying a story with the police, you're a snitch. People picking sides and reconstructing what snitching is to make them thugs and gangsters look clownish more than they already do in the grand scheme of things. Just making themselves look lamer. I jumped off the porch in 1986 when I was 13, and my uncles and big homies made it clear that if you get caught, you keep your mouth shut. You don't give up nobody, no information. He was supposed to ask for a lawyer off top. Thug admitted to one of them homies sold drugs. Selling drugs is a crime in Georgia, that boy told. And there's no fucking way around it. It's no way around that. Y'all trying to spin it and shit. It's no way around it, bro. You told somebody about information that you knew about somebody selling drugs. So now in 5 years, if they put together another big ass RICO, they can use that as evidence. You gave them some type of ammo. Maybe they didn't use the ammo, but you gave it to them. You gave it to them. So if I let's put it like this. If I give yo, whoever watching this video, let's say somebody watching this video, somebody want to hurt you, right? Just like the police, they want to arrest. At the end of the day, the police, they just trying to get an arrest. They just trying to get a sentence. They not worried about nothing else, right? So let's say somebody trying to hurt you, and I give them your address, but they don't come kill you. Am I any? Do that make me any less bogus? Do that make me any less of a traitor, or do that make me any less of a? You can't call it a snitch because it's not police, but you get what I'm saying though. So just because they didn't come kill you, but I gave them the address though. I gave them your address. Without me, they wouldn't even have your address to have the opportunity to kill you. But I gave them your address. So since they didn't kill you, are me and you finna be friends now? Are you gonna give me a pass? Are you gonna look at me like we cool now because they didn't take the opportunity? Or are you gonna be like, I can't trust that nigga? Just because they didn't use what you said does not mean you did not snitch. Those two things do not have anything to fucking do with each other. Now, me personally, for the umpteenth time, I don't think snitching is that big a deal, nigga. Listen, y'all lock me up for some shit that I didn't do or whatever the case is, bro. I'm telling on your monkey ass. Like 99% of the most people in the world, bro. I'm just not finna get on the internet and act tough or act crazy or act like I'm this big bad gangster that's ready to do 100 years. Because that's not the case. And it wasn't the case for Young Thug. It wasn't the case for Gunna. It wasn't the case for P. Yeah, it wasn't the case for Woody. It wasn't the case for Dirk. It ain't the case for none of these niggas is ready to do 100 years, bro. And if it get to the road, they get down to the nitty gritty, if you not finna tell me that if the police ask Lil Durk, listen, you can go home today, right now, if you just tell me who killed Lil Pab. Lil Durk is not sitting there with his mouth closed. I don't give no fuck what y'all talking about. You can sign this paper right now and say that this person killed him. You can admit to this, snitch on this, and you can go home right now. Go find any prisoner that's been in jail. Any prisoner in jail. That, let's say a nigga got a life, he can have a life sentence. He can have been dead 30 years in jail. If you teleport into that nigga's cell and you tell him, hey, sign this paper real quick. If you can tell me who this person is, it's a picture of him. If you can tell me who this person is and what he known for right now, you can go home today. That nigga signing that paper, man. Cause we don't have the power. The police gonna win every time, bro. So all I'm saying is just stop with all that bullshit, bro. Stop with all that bullshit. But because it's Young Thug, y'all don't treat him like that. Let this shit would have been any fucking body else. When it was 6ix9ine, y'all, when it was Gunna, y'all killed Gunna for weeks and months. He a snitch, he a rat cake. We ain't stitching that, yeah. When Thug do it, and niggas, he get the same ridicule, he get excuses. He ain't snitch, he told too much. Okay.